The Durongdate family has been in the business of water for almost 2 decades, running Masuma Thailand, a leading manufacturer of household and factory water purifiers, heaters, dispensers, and filters. So it's no surprise to see one of the young family members venturing into a similar industry. Onchuma Durongdate, or K.Fay, is the managing director of H2O Hydro, the distributor of premium quality Iceland spring bottled water. As someone who's very health conscious, K.Fay is the perfect role model for her job. Water plays a vital role in good health, and Iceland spring positions itself as the most healthy bottled water of all.
K.Fay, how did your family get into the water business?
Well, actually, I have to tell you that we've been in this industry for about 20 years.
Wow.
And yeah, it's been quite a while. Started off with my dad's generation, because we're in the second generation at the moment, with all the brothers and sisters coming together, helping out. So my dad has this desire that he wants to get into the business that would benefit the whole, the public as a whole, basically.
Thailand.
Yeah, and also the fact that I think he's got this feeling that water is endless. Everyone needs water.
People need to drink water to survive.
Exactly, for to drink, for just general usage, things like that.
Being in the water business, how did you get into importing one of the famous brands from Iceland, please?
This went back 18 months ago, about 2 years ago actually. My oldest brother, he has skin rashes on his back.
Rashes?
Yeah, on the back of his arms and on the back. He's been taking medications for many, many years.
It doesn't go away.
It doesn't. So luckily enough, we were on a business conference and we were able to meet, the owner of this spring water, this Iceland spring. And he recommended to my oldest brother that he should try 3 to 4 bottles a day for about 3 to 6 months, and you see a difference in your body. If not, you can get a refund. So we were quite surprised because we've been in this industry, water industry, for quite some time. We're like an expert in water, and we've never heard like, okay, you can drink a certain water and you can get well. And we were like, oh, quite surprised by what he said. Anyway, my brother tried out, and after 3 months, this is what happened. We didn't do the refund, but we called him and asked what happened. Because, what actually happened was the rashes kind of like started to go away, still left a bit of a dark, sort of dark coloration. Yeah, dark marks. But basically it was getting better to the stage that we were quite surprised.
The Durongdate family were told that Iceland spring water is the world's purest, with the highest pH level at 8.88. Some of the well-known mineral water brands have lower pH level than 8 and sometimes 7. Scientific studies show that our body functions at its optimal state when the pH level is about 7.3 or 7.4. However, almost everything we eat is acidic, except for unprocessed vegetables. According to K.Fay, it also takes 20 units of alkali to balance 1 unit of acidity.
But you can't really intake like 20 or 30 tons of vegetables. You can't just eat that.
That's true. To balance it is very difficult.
Yeah, it's too difficult to just consume vegetables all day long, right? So most people would have acidity level in their bodies, and that explains why you get symptoms like, if you have low acidity, you have like skin rashes, pimples, gout. That's quite popular in Thailand, or a technical term is high uric acid. But if you have really, really high acidity level, you have cancer. Yeah. So anyways, the explanation was that if you intake this water, which has the highest pH level at 8.88 with this purity, with this kind of purity, basically what it does is it detoxifies the body. It helps to balance the, it takes out the acidity from the body, you know, neutralize, and basically you get healthier.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's a good way to get healthy very easily by just drinking water.
Exactly, and that's what happened to my brother.
Seeing the health benefits of water firsthand, Fay and her family decided to fly to Iceland to visit the factory and import Iceland Spring, first for their own consumption and later for commercial sale. Iceland Spring was launched in the Thai market in July last year, with H2O Hydro being the exclusive distributor in Asia, except for Japan and China.
And plus, how great the quality. What else does it help apart from like healing benefits? Like, can you wash your face with it?
We have, to tell you the truth, we have a lot of clients who have been ordering from us here in Thailand to wash, you know, their faces, because to start off with, I was surprised why the volume that they call up to order
was a lot
to deliver at their homes. Like, yeah, each time it's quite a bit, and I was curious, so I asked my staff to contact the customer, and she said she really loves it, you know, to wash her faces, and yeah.
How about you? Do you use it?
I only
to wash your face?
No, I consume it like just intake normal, you know, regular dosage, 3 to 4 bottles a day.
Enough.
Yeah.
It seems balance is a major aspect of Fay's life. Even though she's busy running her own company, in addition to helping out with her family's other businesses, she always manages to take good care of her body and mind. In fact, she's particularly a health guru who is in excellent shape and who loves working out. When Fay was studying and living in New Zealand, she enjoyed outdoor activities like kayaking and skiing. And now she tries to go to the gym a few times a week for weight training and yoga.
I learned one thing that's quite important is how to balance your life. So what I mean by that is, you know, you have to live life in an appropriate, you know, way. Like if you work too much, you get like really stressed out. If you play too much, then it's not good. So basically, just live a balanced life. I try to you know, balance between my personal life, my work life, my family life, in, you know, just all the areas that are important to me. So basically, like I try not to work too much, more than 12 hours per day.
That's already a lot.
Or no more than 10 hours per day. You need enough sleep, 8 hours of sleep. I try to you know, eat nice healthy food, unprocessed food.
Yes.
I exercise 3 to 4 times a week, and just things like that. It's easy, but quite hard to do for, you know, to start off with. But after a while, you get used to it.
And of course, diet is also very important.
Your food intake is very, very important because you are what you eat, basically. And what I do, my special secret tips to share with you today is, what I do is I would plan out my day. I would look ahead of what's happening tomorrow. If I have a busy schedule from what time to what time, then I try to make sure that I eat every 3 hours. I would plan out my day of what I would eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I would make sure that I would have food in my stomach every 3 hours.
It could be cookies, bread.
It has to be something healthy because I'm not sure if you knew about this, but if you haven't had food for longer than 3 hours, then your blood sugar level would drop, and that's when you would crave for fattening food, like, you know, starchy food, like, you know, high sugar content level and all the starchy food, which is bad for you. Especially you would crave for processed foods, like potato chips and chocolate and things like that.
And
it's
those are unhealthy. Fresh foods are better.
Yeah, unprocessed foods. Yeah, exactly. Fresh food would be good and healthy, and yeah, it's good for your diet. It's easy if you start planning and do it for 21 days. Do you know that if your body is used to something for 21 days, then it becomes your habit?
No?
It's true.
Wow.
If you start doing it for 3 weeks,
Okay.
then you get used to it. Just start tomorrow. Next month I see you, you'll be...
The body is one thing, but the mind is equally important when you're talking about health. In this area, Fay says she gets help from her younger sister, who's into Dharma and meditation.
I do a lot of meditations, and I got this help from my sister, Kun Khaimuk Chutima Durongdet.
She's
really,
Miss,
really, yeah.
Our viewers, she's a former Miss Thailand Universe,
2009.
Right? 2009.
Yeah.
That's her sister.
She's really into Dhamma and all this. You know, she's a brand ambassador for Dhamma as well. She goes to India quite a lot to meditate. So I got this help from her. She gave me Dhamma books to read and yeah, things like that. So what I do now is at nights, most nights, I would read Dhamma books before I go to bed, and I do a lot of meditations just to help me calm down and, you know, release my stress.
Being in a business that promotes health, Fay is well aware of its importance, and actually it's one of her main goals in life, to always stay healthy.
I tell you what, I used to have this many dreams of becoming that, becoming this, and you know, whoever, and so on. But you know, when it comes to a certain time in life, I think the most important thing, or two important things in life that I see, and I want to always have, is one, having a healthy life. So, you know, I don't want to get sick easily, just having a healthy life. That's number one, because money even can't buy you good health.
Yes.
And number two is just general happiness, basically with my friends, family, and myself. So what I do is I try to, like, you know, balance life and make sure that I live in a happy life. Because if you have all these things in life that you dream of, or becoming a person of whoever you want to be, but you are not happy, then it's not worth it.
That's so true. Happiness, it's
exactly. So health, you know, healthy lifestyle, having a healthy body with happiness in life. Yeah, that's what I think I want to have at all times.